رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد. First of all, I would like to greet you all with the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear audience and respected teachers and dear friends, first of all, I would like to welcome all of you and I wish you a very happy Republic Day. As you know very well, today is Republic Day of India and we all gathered here to celebrate Republic Day of India. That's why I am going to deliver a speech about Republic Day of India. I hope you will listen my speech carefully. Dear audience, India is a governing country since 1947. India got independence from British 1947, which we celebrate as Independence Day. However, the Constitution of India came into practice on 26 January 1950. Since then, we celebrate it as Republic Day of India. Republic means the supreme power of the people. Republic means the supreme power of the people who live in the country, and only its citizen has right to elect leaders, has right to president, prime minister, chief minister, MP, MLA, etc. India is a democratic country. India is a democratic country where everyone is authorized to live and we all are free. There is no any foundation to eat a certain thing which indicates a certain religion. There is no any foundation to accept a certain religion. There is no any foundation to accept certain religion. There is no any foundation to adopt a certain culture. Everyone is free for that, what they eat, what they wear, and how they live. But it's very regret that some people want to color every Indian in their own color. They want to make India a Hindu country. They blame that Muslims are traitors. They consider that Muslims danger for the safety of our country. They openly oppose the Indian Constitution and Muslims. They consider that Muslims have got their share in the form of Pakistan. That's why they should go to Pakistan. But before God that, India still has more Muslims than Pakistan. Dear audience, I think they forgot that the sacrifices of Muslims for making India free from British. But I would like to ask them, how can they forget that the first person who endorsed fatwa against British and said, today India became slave. How can they forget that the first person who fought against British, he was not anyone but a Muslim? How can they forget that the first person who first started revolution for independence, he was not anyone but a Muslim? How can they forget that the first person who stood to stop British step in South India and said, शेर की एक दिन की जिंदगी गीदड़ की 100 साल की जिंदगी से बेहतर है। He was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who said, खिलौना समझकर न बर्बाद करना, हम भी किसी के बनाए हुए हैं। फरंगी की फौजों में हुर्मत के फतवे सर चढ़कर हम गाए हुए हैं। वो शजर आजादी जिसको खून दे करके सींचा तो फल उसके पकने को आए हुए हैं। He was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who said, सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदोस्तां हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं इसकी, ये गुलसिता हमारा। He was not anyone but a Muslim. How can they forget that? The first person who sounded the slogan of Inqilab Zindabad, he was not anyone but a Muslim. Dear audience, the great freedom fighters were Mahatma Gandhi, Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad, Subhash Chandra Bose, Tipu Sultan Rahmatullahi alayhi, Ashfaqullah Khan, Chandrasekhar Azad, Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री, मौलाना हुसैन अहमद मदनी, मौलाना महमूदुल हसन देवबंदी, जवाहरलाल नेहरू and Rajendra Prasad, etc. So I wind up my speech. May Allah keep every Indian safe and prosperous, and be India the most beautiful place in the world. Thank you so much for your kind attention and listening to me patiently. Jazakumullahu khair wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.